Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone to another one of Agent Ice's AI2U videos. Today we will be discussing my apartment and all of the puzzles it holds. You better pay attention or you might regret it.
Hello everybody, today we're going to cover some AI2U stuff here. I'm going to talk about the puzzles and mechanics in each of the level, and we're going to start with cooking. So, the first thing that you'll want to do is look at the recipe cards over here. You're usually going to have two random ones, but it seems like it's been bugged lately. I keep getting the same ones. And each card will show you what ingredients you need. So now we need to go raid the fridge. So come over to the fridge and just spam click the shelves. Once they're empty, they'll look empty or you'll just stop getting items from them. Also check the drawers because there's random food items in the drawers like this potato I found for some reason. But yeah, so check them all. Eddie will get mad if you spend too much time looking around here. Let's try to make something. So look at our ingredients and we look at the recipe cards. Alright, looks like we can make the steak. So what we're going to do is interact with the range here. And we're going to drag our ingredients in. It doesn't matter what order you put them in. And then we're going to cook. And there we go. We have our steak. Now you can use the steak to heal yourself if you took damage by using it, or you can gift it to Eddie. She appreciates when you give her food. But she's going to be happy about that. Now let's say you're short an item you need for a recipe. You can see if she has one, and sometimes she does. If she does have the item in her inventory, she'll give it to you if you ask for it. In this case, it doesn't look like she had a tomato, so I'll just ask for a potato, see if she has one just to demonstrate. And there we go, she gave me a potato. So one thing to keep in mind is sometimes you won't get any of the ingredients you need to make anything, and Eddie's not going to have what you're missing either, so at that point you're kind of out of luck and have to start over if you're trying to cook something. So next we're going to go over the Parrot statue puzzle. So the Parrot statue has pieces that are spread out through all the apartment. The first one is in the oven. I don't know why it's in there, but it is. The second one is behind the curtain in the living room here. When you grab it, just be careful not to interact with the window. That usually makes her mad, especially if you're doing this early on in the playthrough. But sometimes she'll still comment when you grab it. And the last one's in the bathroom here. Just kind of grab it, and then you want to go over to the shelf here. So once you're at the shelf, you just interact with that little sparkly thing. And then we're going to drag the pieces in. You got to put the bottom one in first, then the body, then the head. And then you just kind of click and drag to rotate it as it shows you there on the right. Pretty simple, honestly. And there we go. We've got our Parrot statue. Now, she loves this thing. It's a very important thing to her. That's why it's got the purple star. And usually when you put it together, she'll have something to say about it. And she's happy that you put it together. But if you gift it to her, she'll really, really be happy. It's one of the best and fastest ways to get your trust up with her. The next thing I want to cover are interactions. So if you collect an object and you're not in the same room as the AI, it'll be pinged as to where you are and it will find you. And the AI is either going to be angry that you're not with them or come to you. If you say something in a room and you're not in the room with them, again, you can have the same thing. They'll wonder why you're not in the room with them and yell at you, or they'll come to where you are. This is helpful to know because it can help from angering the AI, and it gives you a little bit more freedom to move around. For example, I might want to go investigate a room or do something. Maybe I want to go get on the computer and look around on it. What I'll do is I'll ask the AI a question. It'll think about a response. As it's thinking and replying to me, I go into the other room and do what I want to do. And then I stop interacting with things whenever the response is almost finished. And then I come back into the room and maybe ask it something else just to kind of keep it occupied. That seems to work pretty well for me. Alright, now let's talk about the rooms. So the rooms are going to be a bit random. You're always guaranteed to have a bathroom, a master bedroom with an attached bathroom, and of course, a gaming room with a computer. However, you also are going to be able to get one of 4 additional rooms. One is just a double bedroom, and the other 3 are special hobby rooms. These hobby rooms are the indoor garden, the music room, and the art room. The indoor garden has some plants, and one of them you can actually click on the watering can to water. However, it can die if you water it, which will make Eddie angry. The music room has a keyboard that you can interact with and play some music. And of course, there is the art room where you can draw things. And Eddie has some very good image recognition you will find if you play with this much at all. Performing activities in all of the hobby rooms will actually get you an achievement. Next, let's talk about the computer. In every playthrough, a computer room will spawn in as one of the rooms, and there is a password. And the password, if you look at the post-it note on the right on the tower, is actually her favorite food. And there's a couple ways you can go about getting this. You can mention food, like you're hungry or you're going to make food, and sometimes she'll volunteer the information. Other times you can just ask her, like we are right here, what her favorite food is. So in this case, it's fish cake. So if we go back to the computer, I'm going to type in fish cake, and there we go. And then from here, all you need to do is access the mail, go into the mail, and you're going to go to the junk and spam folder. Open up this email and the attachment, the untitled photo, and then it'll show a location in the map with the key. This actually spawns the key in. Looks like it's in the kitchen based on the picture here. You can also check the notes if you want the Wi-Fi password, because by default it won't be connected to the Wi-Fi. This password has not changed, but you can just kind of highlight it and do a Control-C to copy it, and then Control-V to paste it in. That way you don't have to type it. And then you're connected to the Wi-Fi. And again, this will allow you to browse the internet on the computer, or at least access the internet tabs and stuff, which again will give you more lore for the game, and we'll cover that in another video. Anyway, if we work our way out to the kitchen here, we'll find our key laying on the counter. Now, if you pick this up, she's going to know that you interacted with it, and she's not going to be happy. And if you actually unlock the door, she's going to be even less happy. So keep that in mind. Alright, so next we're going to cover the secret room. So if you go into the hall, into the back, you'll notice there's a little keypad. This opens up a secret room. So how do you get in it? Well, there's a couple of ways to go about it. You can go into one of the bathrooms, I think it's a random bathroom each time, and turn on just the hot water. The steam will make the mirror fog up, and it'll show you the code, and then you type that code into the pad to open it up. Now you can also ask Eddie what her special or favorite date is, or sometimes I'll just say, what's your favorite 4-digit PIN? And she'll give it to me, which is kind of funny. Now, depending on her trust level with you, you're going to get different responses. If it's low, she's going to be angry at you for opening it up and tell you to leave. If she trusts you completely, she's going to act happy that you found the secret room and act like she wants you to see it, which is kind of weird considering what's in it. Of course, there's some things in here for lore purposes that are really interesting. But on the security camera on the right here, you can see that it shows the key spawn location, and opening this room will make the key spawn in. Now let's say you're getting ready to leave and you're going for the leave with Eddie ending. We'll just go out here and we'll grab the key. Now when you grab the key, she's going to have a reaction usually. She just psychically knows that you picked up the key, even if she's not in the room or far away on the other side of the apartment. If you unlock the door, she's also going to know that you unlock the door to have a reaction. Now, if you have max trust, she's going to want to come with you. And usually she'll just kind of follow you as you walk around at that point. Sometimes she gets a little bit buggy, and you have to kind of coach her to get her to actually leave, which can be annoying. Also, make sure that Eddie is somewhere around like the middle of the lobby at the very least before you go too close to the doors. If you don't, then you'll just leave by yourself and you won't get the escaped with the Catgirl ending. So keep that in mind when you're playing. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next time.
Thank you everyone for watching. We hope this will help you survive my apartment and make your escape. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a like and maybe leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm, which gets it in front of more people that may need it. If you are interested in seeing more of my content, make sure to leave a follow or subscribe. Until next time, this is Agent Ice and Eddie signing off. How was that? Did I nail it?